Good morning. So it is engine assembly day. It is March 12th with 15 days left for Import Alliance. And my very close friend Miguel is here. He is helping me with the engine process. Miggy, what the hell are you doing with bearings and metal polish?
Polishing the surface of the bearings so that there's no contaminants, nothing that could possibly scratch it. And also it's not taking off enough material to where it's going to affect the clearance. Just a safe measure to make sure that even the microscopic scratches are out of the way and that everything is going to go nice and smoothly.
So you're saying this is ideal for what we're trying to do here? Because something tells me, I mean, you've put a Honda motor together that makes 700 plus horsepower, so yeah, I think I know what you're doing. So we got fresh set of main bearings, and that's what he's working on now. Yeah. I got my ring filer we just bolted on. Old piston rings we just removed, his tools. We have brand new Moly piston rings, Moly Cleveite rod bearings, and like I said, he's working on the mains. And in the prior video, I already put the cam bearings were already installed by the machine shop. I put the camshaft in, and I just went and cleaned all the grooves where the pistons go. So we're ready to start rocking and rolling and get this whole stock bottom end deal going. All the mains ready to go. The crank's been polished. I have to run to the auto parts store to get a gear puller. That way I can put on the new gear and oil pump collar. So we're gonna start rocking and rolling with this thing. Dyno next weekend, question mark? All right, so I just wire wheeled the side main bolts. Miggy's about to torque them. He already torqued the 4 uppers. He got all the bearings polished, cleaned. We brake cleaned the whole crank.
Matt, we got a problem.
Oh, wait, what? What?
We got a problem.
What's the problem?
It spins.
Hold up, that's the problem?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like spinning the crank is actually a good problem to have. So, Jeff from the machine shop gave me torque specs. Big mains are 60, little mains are 55, the small ones on the outside are 20. So we went to the auto parts store and I got a gear puller, and I was fighting with the crank pulley for about 30 minutes. I ended up just calling Graham. I said, hey, I'm fighting with this thing. Is it really worth me changing it since I'm not going to use any of the adjustability of the new one? And he goes, well, I don't see a reason you'd have to change it. So, well, we're here. I'm not going to change it. So I got my new chain, but we're going to use the new, the cam gear, because it's got the trun unit on the back of it. So it'll be fine. Make his way torquing. And then next up, gapping the rings and
inserting pistons.
Gapping rings and inserting pistons is next. So what are we doing, Miggy?
Gapping rings. Make sure you don't blow it up.
This is gapping the rings. So what's the process of doing this?
It's like what is it? What's the rule of thumb for like a carpenter when it's measure 10 times, cut once? Same concept, because you can't add material back. Just measure, cut, measure, cut, measure, cut, until we get our desired goals.
So our goal,
maintain consistency.
Our goal is what, 20 top, 22 second?
Yes.
And then we're using this good old piston ring filer to make sure he's double checking everything in here. And this is what he's been working on. It takes forever and it's very time consuming.
Yeah, but it's because you gotta constantly stay on top of it. Because if you do take too much off, next thing you know, you got one cylinder that's not gonna have the same compression as the rest, or you have blow by. Can lead to way more issues, so better just take your time doing this. Be safe on the ring gap side and maintain consistency so you have good consistent compression across the board.
That's a very good way of explaining it.
Yeah.
So he's got cylinders 1 and 3 done,
5 is in the process right now.
He's working on 5 and then 7, and then he's going to start with the odd bank, so 2, 4, 6, 8. I just pulled out my milling pump. When I bought my engine, I kind of threw all the bolts away because I'd rather assemble it with new stuff. So I'm going to go run to Ace Hardware real quick to get bolts for the oil pump, and I'm also going to go ahead and fill the CO2 bottle while I'm there. Just while I'm there, it makes it easier. So I'm not going to distract him from doing this because this is something that he actually has to pay attention strong for. He was jamming out to his radio, but I made him shut it off so I didn't get copyrighted. So, but I got the timing chain on. It's in time now, so little guy, little dot lines up with the little dot. Chain tensioner's on. Everything's torqued down. We're good there. So we're rocking and rolling. I'll have the oil pump on when I get back from Ace.
Oh, this motor will be assembled today.
And yeah, short of the cylinder heads, this motor should be closed today. Actually, the oil pan won't be on tonight, but everything else will be taken care of as far as internals. So I'll have the lifters put in tonight with the trays. I got new lifter trays. I got LS7 lifters. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Oh snap. We got it's a 4-cylinder. And then you go on this side. And it's a 4-cylinder. Wink. So everything is situated. Miggy, give that thing a spin. Oh man. It's kind of weird. There's like 8 cylinders. And the thing inside, there is spinning. It's weird too.
All that's needed is VTEC now.
It needs VTEC?
Yep.
Yeah, can we put... actually, I mean, they have variable valve time. Right about up there. All right, let's go spin this girl upside down. I want to watch Miggy struggle one more time. Because he always does it the hard way. You do it the hard way. Pull the stick up and use the whole leverage of the stick. There you go.
That's what she said.
So in here, crank's torqued down. Rod bolts are ARPs. Other than that, this is a stock bottom end deal. So went to the auto parts store today, got a new crank sensor, got a new cam sensor. Melling oil pump is on and installed. Timing chain's on. So basically I need to go to the store. There's a place in Orlando called Improved Racing. I'm gonna get the windage tray with new hardware just because mine's dirty as hell. I'll put the oil pan on, and then the heads, I was lapping the valves here, but he was on the phone with the machine shop and they said, quit wasting your time, just bring them to us. That way you don't have to do the work once and it leaks, and we'll do it once and do it right. So I just loaded them up in the car. It's like, I think $449. Randy claimed he's painting the car today, so I'm actually about to pack up here, clean up the garage, and head down to Randy's, which is conveniently next to the machine shop. So if I could just leave them with the heads tonight, I have them in my truck. So, and then I had the spare head that you guys saw before. I took all those valves out just to have backups because I did find one that was bent. So I'll have extras. So we're good here. We were actually just trying to figure out what damn oil O-ring is going on this oil pump pickup. So then this guy will go down here. And then this goes right there. Just needs a windage tray and an oil pan, and we're out and rolling. Miggy, how are you feeling?
It almost looks like a motor.
Your first V8.
Probably not gonna end up being the last at this rate.
So does this mean you're gonna build a V8?
Who knows?
Miggy with a nitrous LS Fox body?
That'd be dangerous.
Man. I'm happy with the outcome. I thank you. If you guys need machine work, or not machine work, but engine assembly stuff, or anything mechanic related, especially in the Honda community, this is your go-to guy. His friggin' daily driver is a 700 plus horsepower EK hatch that goes 980s, 990s at the track like it's nothing. So it's just a transmission killer at this point.
It's just a good Sunday drive.
It's a Sunday driver. 148 mile an hour. He needs a parachute. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap up here, clean up the garage, and I'm actually about to go now and head up with Randy. So I'll catch you there. So right now we're final sanding the whole car. The car's going in color tonight. He's already got the whole car final DA'd. It's been block sanded. It's been all, I don't know the terms. It's been all the things. Engine bay is freaking beautiful. I mean, it's dusty. Man, this is looking beautiful. We're getting the fenders ready. Man, even my boy Juan came and hung out. Got everything chilling. I got bored, so I kind of did the undercoating on the bumper dealio thing here. So he said it's going in color, and then we're going to Applebee's. Yay, Applebee's. Applebee's. I said we're going to Applebee's. Woo!
Start taping so we can wash our hands.
Yeah, retape the car up, wash our hands, wax and grease, remove the whole car.
Yep.
And it looks like this man's gonna start spraying. Alrighty, so this is basically the final tape up. Randy final DA'd the whole car. We ripped off all the taping. We blew all the booth out with air, retaped everything, bagged the whole front end, top and bottom, subframes out of it, bolted the fenders on. How you feeling, Randy?
We're about to paint the turtle.
We're about to paint the turtle. What color are we painting it, Randy? Yeah, whatever that means in turtle. I didn't know he spoke turtle, but I guess he's pretty fluent. But so yeah, we're about to give it the.
I think that's what turtles.
Oh shit, that's yeah. We're about to go ahead and wipe her down, I'm gonna cover up the suspension, but this is pretty much it. It's a go time in a short amount of time. It is now Thursday. Well, it's 11:52, so basically Friday morning.
5 a.m.
So I told him, if we hurry up and spray this, we can go to Applebee's. He just wants wings.
That's it. Buffalo.
Yeah, buffalo wings, and we just chill. This is exciting stuff. And then once the chassis is painted, he told me I'm taking the car, and then that way he can do the fender flares, the rear bumper, the front bumper. That way the chassis is at my house. I can start putting stuff together. Actually, I'm gonna let it sit. It can bake for a little bit, chill. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and wipe her down, water down the booth, and we spray. Well, actually, I know he's spraying. I'm watching.
To paint or not to paint?
That is the question. We go into paint. We go to paint. We go to paint.